Hey, it's Aran here. In this tech tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a downsell page. Now, in Systeme.io, a downsell page is always going to come after an upsell page. So if they say no to the upsell, it will go to the downsell. If they say yes to the upsell, the downsell page will be skipped and they will not see it. In this case, what I'm doing is I'm actually setting up a upsell page for my tech support membership, and I'm offering it on the upsell page for $197 a year with a 5-day trial. Now, if they say no, they're going to be taken to a downsell page, which is the page I'm about to show you. And that page, I'm going to offer the same membership, but for $27 per month with a 5-day trial. So let me share my screen and show you how to do that. Now, I've got two screens, so you're going to see me going like this as I'm actually doing the work. But I just wanted to talk to the camera, just tell you a little bit what I'm doing, and we'll get started. So I'm going to share my screen, show you how to set up a downsell page from A to Z. It is very important to note that I have different assets already ready to make my life easier. So also it's going to take me a bit faster than what it would take you. But of course, all the templates that I'm going to show you is available in my templates and guides membership or in my DCT Plus membership. So just so you're aware, obviously, if you want to save a bit of time. So now this is the upsell page. Now I need to create the downsell afterwards. Ignore all of these stuff. This is old stuff that I'm basically removing and I'm doing it again. So now I'm going to create the downsell page. So I'm going to click on add step and I'm going to call this downsell 27 a month DCT Plus 5-day trial. I'm going to click on choose funnel step. I'm going to scroll down to sales. I'm going to click on downsell. I'm going to click on save. Now I'm going to pick any of the template. It doesn't really matter because I'm just going to delete what's there anyway. I'm going to click on select. Of course, you can browse through and choose the template that you want. Now I labeled the URL correctly. So I call this downsell 27 a month DCT plus 5-day trial and then a bunch of random whatevers. Okay. So that's what I do on that. Now, once I've done that, I'm going to make it a 40% commission because that's what I give an affiliate commission as well. Now I'm going to do a couple of things. First of all, there is the automation that I need to set up here. I will do that in a moment. For right now, I'm going to, first of all, click on edit page. Now, before I click on edit page, I'm going to drag this page over to here. Now you'll see that it's in the right sequence. So order form, upsell page. If they say no, it goes to a downsell page. Now that there's one thing in the upsell page that I want to actually save because I've got different elements that are actually really good. So I'm going to go to the upsell page and I'm going to save this block because it's a good section. Wait, your order is not complete. Header section, save on that. I'm going to save this section. Downsell video section. I like that. Then I've got this important note. Just give it a name. Okay. This one is good as well. I want to include all of that because I've updated it. DCT Plus outline, downsell section. Scroll down. They're not going to get this. I'm not going to include that. And then decision time. Okay. Click on save. And then I already have this. Okay. So now I'm going to exit this page. Now I'm going to go back to the downsell page. This was the upsell page and I basically saved all the section. Now I'm going to go to the downsell page. I'm going to click on edit page. I'm going to literally delete everything that is here. So I don't care about any of that. Good. Now I'm going to go to blocks. While it's loading, I'm actually going to get the video. So you can see I've got a downsell page video right here. This is a software I use called Videlo for video hosting. I usually use it for sales videos, basically. Okay, so now I'm going to now add a different section. So you will see, wait, your order is not complete. Downsell video section. Now I'm going to replace this video because it's the wrong video. I'm going to replace it with the new video. The new video is the one from Videlo. I'm going to click on save. You will notice this is a very short video as well. I'm going to go back to section on my blocks. Now I'm going to give the important note, the downsell section, the decision time, and you'll see with the font, I don't like the font. I'm going to go to settings. I'm going to change the font to Poppins, which is my font. It's going to automatically change everything. Change the URL settings as well. I don't have to say the word downsell on the page, on the SEO, so I'm not going to do that. So I'll just change it this way. Okay, so now that I've got pretty much everything the way I want it on this particular page, I'm just gonna browse through and have a look. And now it's time to look at the mobile optimization. So this might be a little bit tricky to customize, but this one is okay. Wait, your order is not complete. I can make it a little bit smaller on the text so it's not taking the full space. That's option number one. Turn on the sound, doesn't have to be this big also, so we can make it smaller. Line height, make it a little bit smaller. On this particular section of the video, I can add a little bit of margins. So make it so 5, so it's just a little bit smaller like so. Actually, no, the video is fine. I don't mind that. It's the row that I want it to be a little bit smaller. So I see that it's already, no, that's not, let's see. Okay, let's make not the padding, but the margins. There you go. Okay, perfect. Let's make it 10, like so. Now this section, let's make this 0. Let's make this 0 and 0. So that way the line is taking the full space. This text can be smaller as well. We're going to do a couple of things. First, we'll make margins is 20. This text can be definitely smaller as well. 14 is fine. 18 on the line height. This one can be smaller too. 26 is fine. Then like so. All encompassing, that's fine. This one can be smaller. And this one can be smaller. Doesn't have to be 20 at the bottom. You can see I'm moving this up. This one has a lot of spacing at the bottom. Doesn't have to be that much as well. It can be 10. Doesn't need to be 40. This one, same thing. Doesn't have to be 20. It can be 10. It's fine. This one, like so. This picture can be bigger if possible. Let's have a look. The spacing doesn't need to be here. This font doesn't have to be so big. And also the line height doesn't have to be so big, so we can make it smaller like so. The icon needs to be similar, so maybe make it 16 as opposed to 20. Now let's make this match. So 15 and 16 on the icon. So 15 and 16, and the line height needs to be 18. Yeah, that's good, that's matching. Yep. When you join, here's what you get. Again, doesn't need to be so big, this text. Community and live support. This text does not have to be this big also. 18 is good. Support you get access to doesn't have to be this big also. 18 is good. This text doesn't have to be this big. Like so is fine. Line height also 15. Let's make it 16. Vertical spacing 15. Icon size 16. Yep, that's good. Also, the bullets on the left doesn't have to be, oh yeah, that's okay actually. Content box. You will notice that I've got very, very big padding on the left. Doesn't have to be so much padding. It could be 20, so it's a little bit more spaced out. That's better. Same thing here. This content box, padding is 40. It doesn't have to be this big, it can be 20. This text doesn't have to be this big, it can be 15. Vertical line height, make it 16. Vertical spacing 16. This can be 16. This text can be smaller as well. 18. What was the text here? 18, 18. And this one is 18 also. Okay, so 18. Let's make this one 18. Okay, it's good. Decision time, that's fine. Pick one of the two. Let's make this 18. Doesn't have to be this big. If you're open to the membership, line height can be a little bit smaller, but this text is good. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that. I will make this margin, so give it a bit of space at the top. This text, let's see, 18 for this text. 17 is fine. And then this text, 8. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. On this text, let's make the bottom a little bit spaced out also. Give it a bit of breathing room. Okay, that's good. So that's the mobile. See how this looks? Yep, that's good. This doesn't have to be just this big also. A bit of spaced out. It's good. It's good. This image can be a bit bigger. Oh, that's fine. As big as it's gonna get, no worries. Bullets. Okay. Yep, that's good. All right, so mobile looks good. Let's look at desktop again. You will see that the desktop has not been affected in any way, so it still looks good. Offering 5 days trial. After 5 days, you'll be charged if you don't cancel. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to click on Save Changes. So that's the mobile optimization we just did, basically. Now we're going to look at what it looks like. Now realize my screen is very big, by the way. So I'm using big screen, small screen. So different devices, it will look different. Okay, that looks good. Happy with that. Happy with that. Perfect. All right. We're going to now exit the editor. Editor is done. Now the last thing left is, this is very, very important, is all the automation rules and stuff like that. So we're going to go through that now. So we're going to click on create digital product. Now in this case, I can choose a digital product, which is DCT, or let's search for the word plus. You will notice I have a few options, but the problem is that none of those are really the right ones. This is a new addition Systeme just did. So I'm just going to click on new digital product. We're going to call this DCT plus monthly, 27 a month with 5-day trial. That's the name. Now the resources they're getting access to, we're going to give them course bundle access, and that is DCT plus membership. They get full access. I also add them as a tag. I tag them as DCT plus monthly buyer. Then I'm going to click on pricing plan, and I'm going to click here. I'm going to click on create a new one, DCT plus monthly, 27 a month with 5-day trial. Same thing, DCT plus membership. It's going to be a subscription. There's going to be a 5-day trial period. Customers are going to pay $27 every single month. And that's it. Resources, save. Perfect. Okay, so that's done. Now that I've done this, I'm also going to go to automation rules. This is very important. I'm going to add a rule. So if the sale is canceled, which is if the subscription is canceled, then I'm going to add a tag. And that tag is the churn tag, churn of DCT plus, basically, because I have a completely different automation for that. Let me just show you that automation while we're at it, just so you're kind of familiar with the process as well. So you will see here under workflows, I'm going to click 50. I'm going to do a search, Control F, and I'm going to search for the word churn. And you will notice churn DCT plus. Now I'm going to click into it. Now you will notice that when this is added, remove the monthly tag, remove the annual tag, send an email, and send a thank you email as well, basically. So that's what happens with that particular automation. And then let's just choose and edit this, because I have an email, I have a grid to keep track of all the members. So then my audience knows who's canceled, who's not, all that stuff. So what you're seeing is basically I just updated the email that I notify myself. So now that I've got the cancellation, I can basically update the grids if I want to, and I'll figure out that process. It doesn't really matter for this tutorial, but this is just the workflow that I have when somebody cancels. I want to be notified, so I want to be proactive when somebody cancels as well, so I can do something about it as well and find out, get any feedback, and so on and so forth. So that's that particular automation. So I've got that set up as well. By the way, I wanted to share that I do have a sales funnel glossary where I explain what is a website versus landing page versus funnel. There is all the definitions you need to know, examples, visuals, how does it all work? What does it all mean? Tutorials, really basic explainers, and also lots of examples and all that stuff. So if you want to check it out, this is available for you. All right, so you've just seen the full process of setting up a downsell page. Now, it is very important that I give you a quick recap so you also understand the context of where a downsell page fits. So I am now inside the funnel. There always has to be an order form in order to create a downsell page. So there has to be an order form as a minimum. That is where the initial purchase is made. It doesn't matter what the purchase is, but there has to be an order form. After an order form comes an upsell page. There has to be an upsell page. There cannot be a downsell without an upsell first. So, and an upsell will only work after an order form. So the sequence has to be, there is no option. It has to be order form to upsell. Then the downsell page only comes after the upsell. What this means is that somebody buys, let's say, a $5 course. Here, you're giving them an offer, hey, paid for this extra service for $97 or $197, whatever the thing is. If they say no, you give them a payment plan, or you give them a cheaper rate, or more bonuses, or a free trial, or whatever the downsell page is. So in this case, I'm basically selling my membership for $197 a year with a 5-day trial. And here, if they say no to this upsell, they will be taken to this page, which will offer them the same membership for $27 a month with a 5-day trial, but without the annual sign-up bonuses, basically. After the funnel completes, it doesn't matter if it's if it's an order form and then it's finished, or if it's an order form and an upsell, or it's an order form, upsell, downsell, there has to be a completion. and the completion has to be a final confirmation page. So in this case, you will see that I've got this page, thank you page, and when you go through that, you will click on choose step, you will click on sales, and you will click on thank you page, which is part of the sales. So that's the process that it has to be in order to set up the funnel correctly. So you can see that the funnel is not yet complete. I've just set up the order form, the upsell page, and the first downsell. I do have additional steps to set up, but I wanted to show you how to specifically do a downsell. If you like the specific downsell page that I actually set up and you're curious about seeing it, or having something similar like that, I do have this downsell page and the upsell page and this entire funnel available in my tech support membership, DCT Plus. You can go to aran.link/plus to check it out. And you'll be able to use all of these elements and so on. So you'll see this is what actually the downsell page looks like. And here, when they click yes, they will move to the next page. If they say no, they'll move to the next page. Doesn't really matter. But on the upsell page, it'll be different. On the upsell page, if they say yes, it will skip the downsell page. If they say no, it will go to the downsell page. That's how it works in Systeme.io. They have a brilliant way of how it works. Because if somebody, for example, tries to save the link and get the upsell later, then you will notice, like, let's just say they save the link and I'm going to refresh. What's going to happen is it's actually going to redirect them back to the original sales page. So it really is a true one-time offer, and I absolutely love how they've got it set up. It is a very intelligent system, and yep, highly recommend you make use of it. That's about it. Hope you got value from this training. Speak to you all soon. Cheers.